edition of the Benchwarmers EOU Coaches Show. I'm Barrett Henderson, the Assistant Athletic Director at Eastern Oregon University. And this is every Tuesday here at noon at Benchwarmers Pub and Grill in downtown LeGrand. Coach Camp joining me. Coach, welcome once again.
Hey, thanks for having us. Love being here.
No problem at all. Coach, everyone in the Frontier last week had a bye. And let's talk a little bit about the advantages of having that week off and what you guys did.
Well, I think, this was the first conference that I'd been in that we hadn't had a bye, and we've been playing 11 straight games through, and it's tough, so it was exciting to be able to do some different things with the team, some team building type of activities, trying to get guys healthy again, but at the same time, let's try and add some things. Let's try and take away. Let's make sure that we tighten our package up for this second season because that's going to be the biggest thing, I talk all the time about Oregon State gets one shot at Oregon. We actually get two shots at Montana Tech. We get two shots at Carroll, so that's a great thing in this conference, so you got to be ready. I know Montana Tech and all those guys are going to be ready for us. So, it's time to make some rights or some wrongs that we may have had early in the season, make them rights, and if you weren't doing what you're supposed to be doing, you have a chance to get that corrected. So that's the beauty about playing in the Frontier Conference. You always get two shots at somebody.
Now, Montana Tech coming into LeGrand this weekend, and you guys have played some excellent games with them, and we know they're number 21 in NEIA, but what's Tech coming? What's Tech coming with this weekend?
Well, I think they're a very good football team. As you've seen, how they played Carroll. Our first outing against them up there at Butte. Very physical football team. They make the plays. They got a nice quarterback. They got a nice running back, and their defense gets all over the place. And they're a very well coached football program. With a lot of history, and we definitely want to give them everything that we got. But you told me that they're coming in here ranked 21st, which is an awesome deal for us to be able to play a team of that caliber.
Now it's kind of eerie that last year you guys played them here in LeGrand, and you were number 21. And they beat you guys, so I'm sure you'd like to return that favor with them being number 21.
Well, I got a short memory. All I know is that we were 3-3, and it's 0. After the first season, it's 0-0 coming into it. Anybody's game. I've always said the ball's shaped weird and it bounces funny. The team that plays the hardest, tackles the best, and executes offensively, they'll win the football game.
Now, you mentioned their quarterback, Matt Comack, an experienced quarterback, and he's really become a dual-threat guy, using his feet a little bit more this season. Talk a little bit about Matt.
Well, you know what? He's a guy, who's developed really, really nicely in their system. They got some big old offensive linemen who do a great job of protecting him, but, he's being very decisive in what he does. He's able to tuck the ball and run, and that wasn't in his game, quite so much, in the years past. But, again, it's all about quarterback development, being decisive, being able to do the things that the coaches are asking them to do. They do a great job of playing keep away. They want to keep the ball for a long time. And, again, it comes down to making the correct decisions. And he's been able to do that. That's why they've had so much success early on.
A guy on our side who's behind a great offensive line, Kevin Sampson, having an incredible year for EOU. He's been the Frontier Conference Offensive Player of the Week for 2 straight weeks. I mean, Kevin's having a heck of a year.
Well, we have a good offensive line. I think that we got a ways to go. We can continue to get better. The kids are starting to gel together, and they play extremely hard. And the one thing that I know about the offensive line guys, I coach them, is that they're all in. They want to see Eastern's program go to the next level. And quite frankly, with a young man like Kevin Sampson, I say this all the time, he's even better off the field. One of the best individuals I think I've ever been around, been able to coach. Solid young man from top to bottom, and quite frankly, my belief is that I think Kevin's the best running back in the Frontier Conference, if not the NAIA. So very, very excited about Kevin and how he takes care of the offensive line guys too. The communication between them and him goes on throughout the course of the game. So very excited to see those guys go out on the field and get another chance to show everybody what they're made of.
Now, Coach, if you could do a little bit of a plug here for people coming in this weekend. You got homecoming week, a whole lot going on, a big-time game against a ranked opponent this weekend. What do you tell the fans to come out for homecoming week?
Well, I think you get a chance to watch a good football team. You know, in years past, I'm not sure that they were too jacked up to come watch Eastern Oregon University play. You know, 30 years of losing and being able to be a part of something that's not just football. You got a bunch of coaches here that are trying to mentor young men, try and make them better people in the community. You know, to do a lot of things. You know, our number one goal all the time is that we're going to graduate from Eastern Oregon University. We're going to continue to mentor these kids in the right way, and I think that if you can surround yourself by great people, you know, great things will happen for your football program. So come watch a bunch of guys that are doing it for all the right reasons and because they get to, not because they got to. You know, and I think that's the biggest thing that we can do. We're continuing to build something here that's special that these guys can remember for a long, long time.
Well, Coach, as always, we appreciate you coming by, and best of luck this weekend.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Again, this Saturday at 2 p.m., 1 p.m. Boy, we are just causing all sorts of trouble today, aren't we? At 1 p.m. at Community Stadium, Montana Tech and Eastern Oregon University. That'll be the kickoff at 1 p.m. Let's go ahead and have Coach Haley Pierce come up to the mic right now. Coach Pierce, the EOU volleyball coach. And EOU volleyball coming off a split over the weekend here at home. And, Coach, we'll go ahead and recap back to Friday, a 4-game win over Oregon Tech, and that's a team pretty evenly matched with you guys. You guys have, you know, you played them down there in 5 sets and here 4 sets. It's been some exciting matches with them.
Yeah, it has been. We were glad to get it done in 4 here at home. I think that it helped having a big crowd and playing on our home court, but it is a good team. A tall team.
They are tall.
Yeah.
Now, Saturday, Southern Oregon brought a number 12 national ranking and escaped with the win, I'll say. It was a really, really even match there, too, a 4-game victory for the Raiders, but you guys were right with them the whole time.
Yeah, we were. We made some young mistakes at the end of the game where it was really crucial, and they just stayed strong the whole time. But it was a fun match. I was proud of our girls. I thought that they played really hard, and I'm happy that we're that far along at this point in the season. Now,
you had your largest crowd of the season on Saturday night. Talk a little bit about what it means to see the community and the fans come out.
Oh, it's a huge deal. And as much as you don't want to say it, your kids play harder when they have that many people watching them, and they've got their friends and roommates and classmates and parents there cheering them on. It makes your players play a little bit harder. It's fun to play with that many people watching.
Now, Southern Oregon was at the top of the conference, Oregon Tech there in the middle, along with you guys, and it's kind of just showing, we talked a little bit about last week, the parity in the conference this year and how tough it is from top to bottom.
It is. Yeah, Oregon Tech, we couldn't get it done in 3, and yet they're a little bit lower than us in the conference, and we go and play 2 more this weekend that are a little lower than us, and we hope to get it done in 3, but the conference is that tough that sometimes it takes more than that.
Yeah, this weekend you're headed to the Willamette Valley to play Northwest Christian and Corbin University. You swept both those teams to begin conference play this season, but those are 2 teams that's vastly improved and present a challenge for you.
Yeah, they've gotten a lot better, and we think that we have too, so hopefully we'll still be able to get it done in 3, but playing on somebody else's home court